A face covering to protect others. Cover your coughs and sneezes with a tissue and clean your hands right away. Avoid sharing items with other people in your home. This includes things like towels and bedding. Be sure dishes are washed in hot water or the dishwasher before anyone else uses them. Stay aware of how you feel. If you start to have difficulty breathing or if you're worried about your health, call your doctor. For more tips, visit cdc.gov.
You are listening to 90.1 FM WJOU, and it's now 8:30, and we want to welcome you on Facebook and on YouTube. We have a special guest in our studio for a breakfast chat this morning, and we're going to be talking about a very important event that is happening on tomorrow right here in Huntsville, downtown Big Spring Park. So our guest here is none other than Michael Mathis, and we want to welcome you to WJOU. I think this is probably your first time here. Okay. And I'm not hearing you. Hold on. Something's going on. All right. Let's see if we can hear you now. Let's talk in the mic.
I'm super excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Okay. Yeah, we've got some problems with our mic there. I don't know why, but okay, I know what it is. Can you talk into it now? There we go. Yes, it was my fault. It was my fault. Yeah, mic check 1 2 1 2. Well, thank you so much for being here with us today. And thank you, listeners. Come on in, join us on Facebook. We're on Facebook and YouTube live right now at Praise 90.1 FM WJOU, talking with our special guest today about the 3rd annual Mental Health Awareness Fair and 5K. It's the 3rd annual Caribbean Qarnival. So how you doing? I'm so glad that you're with us today. Yeah, so I'm so glad that you're also the first time. This is your first time coming here, because I love expanding our relationship with people in the community and reaching out as well. So we know we're gonna have you back, right? We got to have you back for other things that are coming up. So tell me so tomorrow is this Mental Health Awareness Fair. As you know, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, where we're really just focusing on, like, trying to demystify, I guess, the myths of, mental health awareness and, and who it involves. So first of all, tell us about why it's the Caribbean Mental Health Awareness Carnival and Fair.
Okay, we'll be happy to. And you touched on all my points. So
okay.
I'll still move forward with, even though you stole my thunder. But in particular, the reason we chose the Caribbean element of it is we want the festival, we want the festive, happy, the celebratory element of Qarnival. We know that it's a season from the actual Carnival and Mardi Gras. It's a season, it's a period of time where people are celebrating and kind of taking themselves out of their normal lives and everything to embrace culture, community. And those are some of our biggest points that we're trying to do, is bring in that community to help people with removing that stigma.
Right.
And that's the whole point. Of course, we know with Qarnival, with the masks and donning of the feathers and all these other things, we want to help people kind of use that as an analogy. We have our day-to-day things that we're doing. People parade around with their mask on, but we want to give them a moment to take that off and relax a little bit, but also know that there's help. Know that there's resources that are available. Understand that it's okay to not be okay. And in those conversations, we can start saying, like, hey, I need help, but where can I get it? And this is, for us, a way for us to bring the resources to the community and the community to the resources.
Wow. So this is not just for people of Caribbean descent, then. It's for anybody.
It's for everyone.
Okay.
Because we all have these, I wouldn't say issues, but we all have these experiences is what we'll call them. And that doesn't matter what color you are, what creed, what religion, anything. It doesn't matter. It affects all of us. So in our opinion, we should all celebrate together and find a way to connect.
So all of the things that they'll be wearing, are people going to be wearing like costumes? I have not. This is the 3rd annual that you're having this, but I have not had the pleasure of actually coming out and seeing this race or even running this race. I don't know if you know, but I am a runner too.
We'll have to exchange first. Then you'll have to come out to our area.
Okay.
For your first experience. But yes, we are imploring people to come out in your festive attire, your Caribbean attire. And for some people, like, well, I don't have anything. Wear what makes you comfortable. You're on vacation. Only want to take that approach that you're taking a trip to go relax and go have a good time. And so whatever you can wear that is in that theme, we'd love it. Our runners last year had beads and masks. Some of the ladies wore little tutus over their shorts, for the runners. So it was a really good time. And being in that attire kind of takes a little spin to a little razzle dazzle.
So as you said, the symbolism is in those things that they'll be taking off, I guess, because the fair is actually happening after the 5K.
Correct.
Okay.
And the reason we did that too is, especially with the running community, it's hot.
And it's gonna be hot
We try to
tomorrow.
go early as possible so they can run. But we also I do want to emphasize the physical fitness element of mental health. It's been proven through research, and I mean, there's so much literature on that exercise in and of itself helps with any part of that spectrum that you're on when you're dealing with mental health, even if it's general well-being, all the way down to what we call SMIs or serious mental illness. Exercise is usually first or second piece of getting people moving, getting their blood flow, getting their endorphins. And so we look at that as a great way to tie those things together. And so we're also able to bridge communities. There's a running community, and then there's the I don't run, I run errands.
You don't run.
If it's in the gym and I'm lifting, that's fine. But I don't
run. Okay.
However, there's others that do. And so we wanted to cater to everybody, like we said. So it's a community event.
Wow, I love that. Yes, exercise and doing things like this is good for your mental health. So tell us about the route. I just want to know that because I am a runner and I've done the Qarnival before. Is it the same route?
I'm so glad you brought that up. And the reason I say that is because we have strategically placed ourselves the third weekend in May, which is right before Qarnival.
Exactly.
And so those serious runners such as yourself can use our race as a training run for Qarnival. We are USA Track and Field certified, so this course has a pin in the start and has been tracked by an actual USA Track and Field certifier.
Wow.
So we're legit. So your time that you get for this, you can use to place yourself in your heats for Qarnival.
Wow. And is it the same route as well?
It's very similar. So we actually have a hybrid of Qarnival and then the 4th of July run, but all of it is downtown. It's kind of the scenic route. Through the middle of the heart of downtown and starting and ending at Big Spring Park at Joseph T. Lowry and Williams.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay. I know exactly how that's going to go.
And it's a fast, as they say, what they told
it's
me.
It's
a fast course, whatever that means.
Yes. It's not going up that big hill though.
So it's a slight incline when you get to Adams Street.
Right.
But
and that's it, because it doesn't go.
I don't want to steal the thunder, but yeah.
Most runners already know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. But on our actual page, we have the whole route mapped out. So when you go to register, then you'll see the map for that and for the 1 mile. There is a 1 mile fun run that will follow that as well.
All right. So tell us about the organization that is sponsoring this. What other things and why is this part of your primary events for the year?
Okay, so we're a part of the Youth Friendship Foundation, and that is our 501c3. To put it in a nutshell, that's our philanthropic arm of engaging with the community and especially our youth. So we have youth-centric programs where we work with them on educational support. We teach financial literacy. Just taught a class a couple weeks ago on emotional intelligence. And so like our young men, we want them to also have life skills and not just get, all the fun stuff. And field trips are great. But in particular, we took them down to Selma for the crossing of the bridge ceremony. So we're giving them context with history. And then in particular, we also offer scholarships, but they're for students in Madison County. And so to date, we're right about $500,000 that we've donated to just students in Madison County. And they can go anywhere they want, but we're pouring right back into our students.
$500,000 over what period of time have y'all done
we've
that?
been in, we opened them in 2005.
Wow,
And so
500,000.
Are continuing, and this is another effort to help do that. And so for those that, because people always ask, where's the money going? So we're able to show you.
Right.
So the funds will be coming in. A portion of that will go to our scholarship foundation for the kids, and then another portion will go right back into one of the mental health organizations that's going to be out there tomorrow helping us out.
Wow. So you select a different mental health organization
so the board
every
will
year?
come together and we'll draw, literally just take the names of the ones that support us, pull from a hat, and then we'll support that particular organization.
Wow.
So for the last 2 years, we had Village of Promise, and then last year we did Wellstone as well.
Wow.
So it's going right
fantastic.
back into the community.
And how, I I do want to know.
Yeah,
how
talk to
large
me.
are those grants? I mean, are those gifts that you give these
So it
organizations?
just varies depending on what we have, and of course with the scholarship stuff pulls the first, but we're talking at least a
Yeah.
couple $1,000s.
Yeah. And the scholarships that you are offering and giving out, are they for high school or for college?
For high school seniors that are graduating, and those range as well. We've had some as high as 5,000, and then the ones we're giving out. I have another one I have to do on Monday. That's another $2,000, and we did 2 last week and 1 before that. And then last year we had 8 of them. So our goal is to continue to increase the coffers for those scholarships for those kids.
And as you're increasing those revenues that you bring in, that's coming like from the things like the 5K. That's how you raise the money. What other fundraising things do you do again?
So we also have a large golf tournament that'll be coming up. This year it'll be August 15th. And I won't give you all the details just yet, but I'll definitely be sure to circle back around and provide that information for you. But our golf tournament is usually one of our big events.
Yeah.
And now that we have the 5K and the mental health fair, we're thinking we're on track to be able to be steady and take care of these children.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And how large is your organization?
Well, so it's really interesting. So the chapter itself is a chapter of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. It's the Psi Kappa Kappa chapter.
Okay.
And within that, we have about 80 members.
Okay.
So it's just a few doing a lot of work.
Right.
These 80 members that are in here are really pulling more than their weight. And there are some chapters that are much larger than ours that I personally am going to say they're not doing the same.
Okay, right.
Because they don't have the same enthusiasm.
Come on now.
But
You got to have that.
with our small group, we're able to do some things because we have the enthusiasm and the teamwork to get it done.
Okay. Well, it sounds like it's really going to be a big event tomorrow. Let's talk about the fair now. We talked a lot about the 5K. Now, the fair, because it is Mental Health Awareness Month, we know that we kind of focus on trying to get resources out. So tell us about who's going to be there and how you're going to be sharing mental health awareness information or resources.
Okay. So I told them we also partner with the North Alabama Mental Health Coalition, and so I go to those meetings monthly as well. Told them they're the real star of the show. The 5K is fun. The runners are going to run. Right. Everybody's going to do that. And it's not to take away or lessen that, but I told them that the mental health organizers are the stars of the show. That's what we're trying to do. We're partnering with the city of Huntsville as well. So we're looking at it as a community fair.
Yeah.
And we're able to provide these resources by allowing these individuals to come out and share what they have. We have everyone from crisis intervention all the way down, like I said, to general well-being.
Okay.
Excuse me. But that whole spectrum, there's somebody that has an agency that can support that. What we're hoping is if someone comes in and says, hey, I have this issue, there's someone there that they can talk to. We have the Regional Autism Network, just using one in particular, that may be able to connect with another juvenile services, something like that. So the whole goal is to mix a network and bring those resources to people. I didn't even know that they existed, and I've been here since 1983.
Wow.
And I didn't know half of these organizations existed until about 3 years ago, literally.
Wow.
So it's been a blessing.
They'll be setting up booths, and do we have any sessions or workshops or anything like that happening?
So it'll be more, like you said, informal in the sense that they will be set up. They'll have tents and tables and chairs and their booths and passing out information. But the whole point is to make it relaxing for people so that they're willing to go up and engage in that conversation. Those individuals are professionals, so they know how to, when you come up and ask a question, they know what to do to kind of get the information that you need and that they need. And so we want it to be chill, but they'll definitely be there and able to answer questions as necessary.
And while we're taking care of that important, business there, you also got some fun happening as well along the way. So tell us about you got music, food, and what?
Yes.
All of
So
that.
the big part, everyone likes food.
Yeah.
So that's one piece. We do have a featured food truck that'll be there. I'm not going to give it away just yet, but it'll definitely be on brand and in the theme.
Okay.
With that, we also have a live DJ that'll be out there. So the tunes will be going all day long. And we actually have a steel pan player.
Oh, nice.
Live in the flesh that'll be out there too to add to the vibes. And so that'll be really nice. It'll be really nice. And I don't think, to my knowledge, this hasn't been done before.
Really?
And so we're also chartering new territory and pioneering a new trail in this space. Because it's not only, like you said, for just us, but Everybody in Huntsville.
Right. Everybody in Huntsville is invited to come out for the third annual Caribbean Carnival Mental Health Awareness 5K and Mental Health Awareness Fair. That's going to be happening on tomorrow, man. So you got time. Can people still register?
They sure can.
Okay, tell us about
And so
that.
we have two ways you can register. One will be myyff.org, and that gives people a little bit about the foundation. They can read some of the other things that we're doing and scroll down to the bottom to the events. And then the other one is runsignup.com/CQ26. And again, that's runsignup.com/CQ26. And you can still register to run, you can still register to walk.
All right. And so you can do that today. And I believe they're supposed to be picking up packets, so if you've already registered,
Yes,
right?
so
At
packets
Fleet
will be
Feet.
available starting at 12:30 to 6 p.m. at Fleet Feet, Jones Valley.
Now, they're one of your sponsors or supporters
They are
of this.
the sponsor, for the race.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
I love that. All right, so tomorrow again, folks, downtown in Huntsville, Big Spring Park. They're located at 200 Church Street, and you're lining up what time? At 8 o'clock where?
The horn
For the
goes
race.
off at 8 o'clock at the intersection of Williams and Joseph T. Lowry Boulevard.
All right.
It's going down.
You need to be there. And then the mental health fair begins at 9:30.
Correct.
And that's going to be running until how long?
1 o'clock.
Till 1
So
o'clock.
once you finish running, just go to the right
Right.
and run on over to the mental health side and sit there, catch your breath, and talk to them. And that way we can, get the conversations going. And then we'll have the awards up at the stage at 9:30, and then we'll kick off the mental health fair.
Wow. I wish I could be here. I'm going to be out of town this weekend, but I'm going to try to catch it next year.
We
do
got
it
you
the
on
s-
for next year.
All right. Next year.
We'll have you live there.
Right. Oh, that would be nice. That would be nice. Yes, that would be nice. All right. So that's anything else you want to share about what's happening tomorrow? Did we miss anything? I just want to make sure we share everything we need to share with our audience.
If you got a hot second, Impact.
Okay.
And I don't mind sharing this if you're okay with it, but we had a gentleman that came last year.
Okay.
And hey guys, how you doing? I'm glad y'all are here. Had a good time last year. We're like, okay, thank you for coming back out. He said, but he was just walking through the park, happened to be walking through the park, talked to one of the vendors, got a card, checked himself into therapy, and decided not to commit suicide.
Wow.
That's how serious this is.
That's impact. Yes. That's wow. Just being available.
Just
out
available.
there, and being very transparent about why you're there, about mental illness, mental health awareness. So this could be like a salvation for people who may be dealing with something right now. They can go and get some resources and help.
Yeah, and even if not them, you or I or someone else may
Is
be able to
there.
get the information and say, hey, I know somebody that needs this. And that's what we're looking for. It's somebody to be a conduit to get the information. If it's not you, it could help somebody else.
Well, I'm really happy to hear that because sometimes we have events and then, we are focusing on these things, but we're not ready to.
Oh, yeah.
Step
It's real.
in.
That made it real for us. I
Right.
mean, we already knew it was a great thing with the mental health thing, especially with May, tying that into it. Fits into our program, what we're doing with the students, also bridging the gap for the community. But that took it to another level.
Awesome. Well, you keep on doing that great stuff. And it's happening tomorrow, folks. Tomorrow at 8 a.m. is the 5K starting there downtown at Big Spring Park. And then the Mental Health Fair starts at 9:30. And if you have already registered for that 5K, you can pick up that packet today from 12:30, I believe, until 6:30 p.m. today. And registration, again, let's give that one more time because I know people are listening right now. They're like, oh, I just heard
didn't
about
catch
this.
that.
Oh, yeah. And I want to do that. So go ahead and give them that
So
information
for
one more
the,
time.
Runners and walkers, it'll be runsignup.com/CQ26. And again, that's runsignup.com/CQ26.
And all of those funds will go for a very, very important cause to help others. All right. Thank you, Mr. Michael Mathis, for
Thank you
coming
so
in
much.
and
This is
visiting with
great.
us today to let all of our listeners know about what's happening tomorrow. It's the third annual, again, Mental Health Awareness 5K and Mental Health Awareness Fair happening tomorrow downtown in Huntsville. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, too.
All right. You've been listening to Morning Joy on WJOU. I'm Dawna Baker, and thank you for listening and stay with us. We've got more music and information on the way.
Public service announcement. Please wash your hands. Wash your 20 seconds and it's over now.
If you're sick with COVID-19 or